Hey friends, so this is really important. Please get the word out on this. It's not just happening to me. Other popular independent YouTubers, including Wall Street for Main Street, I'll be back on his show soon, and Luke Rudkowski's channel, We Are Change, I have been hit with so much censorship here on YouTube, which is owned by Google, that it's unacceptable. I've lost 5,000 subscribers, and if just one or two of you, if just a couple of dummies had said to me, oh, I thought I had subscribed and it looks like YouTube unsubscribed me, I would probably not take it all that seriously. But at this point, I'd have to say more than 50 of you have told me that you've been unsubscribed. More than 50 of you, and that's just the people who complain, I'm sure there are hundreds more, have been unsubscribed from this YouTube channel without you actually unsubscribing. So YouTube, which again is owned by Google, is now deciding what channels you can watch, even if you chose to subscribe. And this is not a hate speech channel. This is not a porn channel. I'm a well-known journalist, and I am being censored. The solution, of course, is to diversify. Be sure to visit fulcrum.news. They can't censor us there. And start checking out Periscope. That's a new and promising video platform that's owned by Twitter. I'll put a link below to the live Periscope video I put up this morning. I talked about Bitcoin, which is now above $1,300 a coin. It's on quite the run at the moment. So $1,300 a coin. I also talked about how anti-Trump protesters are talking about bringing guns to Berkeley, bringing guns to the Berkeley protest, which I feel is domestic terrorism. I feel those threats are designed to intimidate people from supporting their president, which is unacceptable. And speaking of supporting our president, we won. We are not some marginalized group. We won, Google, and yet you're censoring us. You're censoring Americans who support our own president. And you're a U.S. company that was founded in the United States and that answers to U.S. shareholders and regulators. Now, if it turns out in the coming months that YouTube loses a lot of money, and in turn Google loses a lot of money, if that comes out in the coming months, because people are just not watching YouTube as often because you are pissing off every single independent content creator here, if YouTube is just going to be a place where Fox and MSNBC can re-upload their propaganda clips, I could see the traffic on YouTube falling through the floor, and that could have an impact on revenue for Google Incorporated, which of course chose John Podesta to be their lobbyist in Washington, D.C. That's why they're being so weird about Pedogate. That's why they're censoring and penalizing me, even though I've done nothing wrong. I'm a well-known journalist, and again, we won. So I had paused my little investigation into Eric Schmidt, but Google is playing so unfair here, not to mention the revenue that I now get from this channel is like peanuts. You know the peanuts they give you on an airplane, that little packet of peanuts? That's my current revenue on YouTube compared to last year before they started censoring and demonetizing so many of us. Is Google running out of money? Why are you suddenly so cheap? And why don't you let your own viewers decide what channels they want to subscribe to? Again, I'm not a radical Muslim. I'm not a porn star. There's no hate speech here. This is commentary and analysis from a well-known journalist. So this is simply censorship in my own country, and so the pause on investigating Eric Schmidt is now off. Because this man, the chairman of Google, in recent interviews, has talked about introducing algorithmic censorship to basically bury views that he doesn't like. And what views doesn't he like? Well, he, according to WikiLeaks, was the designer of Hillary Clinton's campaign strategy. And Hillary lost, so maybe he's not happy about that. But his feelings don't matter to me because I don't like being censored as a journalist. So I would encourage all of you, the folks over on 4chan, the researchers on Reddit and Vote, the independent researchers, the private investigators who follow me, everybody who enjoys researching, a couple of places to start. Search for Eric Schmidt in the WikiLeaks. Search for him in Hillary Clinton's WikiLeaks. That's a great place to get some initial context. And then I would do some real estate searches, do public real estate searches, figure out his real estate holdings around the world, that will also provide you some interesting context. We push back. If you're going to silence me on this platform, we are going to come after you. This is a level of corruption and censorship that I would not have expected from Google. When I put up a video, I like knowing that the people who have subscribed to me will actually be notified and will actually be allowed to see that video. So Eric Schmidt, his personal life is an alleged freak show. So again, the pause is off. You're losing me subscribers. You're paying me peanuts. That's not how you earn loyalty, Google. And as I said on this morning's Periscope, everybody please watch that. The link will be right below. As I said on this morning's Periscope, I don't think that a video upload service is all that hard of a business model. It could be that YouTube, by censoring so many of us, is becoming the new MySpace, and that newer platforms like Periscope, which are frankly better designed, will eventually take over and will become the Facebook. So as somebody said on Twitter yesterday, Google is mining all of our creativity. They're making money off of it, and then they're donating that money to our political opponents, which is true. So why is it that we all tolerate that, you know? And Eric Schmidt, some final words for you if you're watching. We don't like the Trilateral Commission. We don't like the Bilderberg Group. And we don't like the Council on Foreign Relations, the CFR. You dated an executive at the CFR. We don't like any of those organizations. We don't like secret societies. You're just people. You're just older men sitting around in a circle thinking about how you're going to take over and destroy the world. Well, you know, that's not acceptable. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you're an independent researcher, time to look into Eric Schmidt.
Watching Fulcrum, be sure to bookmark fulcrum.news.